to Stu.
Yeah, man. All right, so while I chained everything over, I'm going to at least have the matchup for you guys. We are going to have, as Ubo already mentioned, you're going to get Stu, you're going to get Nintunist. So it's going to be a good night here, and a really good top 8 ahead of us.
Why are you here?
I'm sorry, what?
I thought you were I was literally told that you were indefinitely away. Why are you here? I'm so confused. I was blatantly lied to. I was told that you were off DNA indefinitely because of that,
What are you talking about?
Other thing. Because of Chris! He's the one who told me!
Chris, do you know what he's talking about?
Dude, I don't know what he's saying.
Oh my...
What in the world?
Dude, I don't know what he's even talking about, bro.
I'm not in the mood for
That's
these
weird, man.
Alright, whatever. We're here, though. Hi!
Yeah, so anyway, yeah, pardon that. Anyway, small battlefield, for... small battlefield for game number 1, and, is that good? I think we're getting,
Yeah, we're getting... That's my bad. Oh, I gotta adjust the thing.
Ooh!
Gotta love when game number 1 of, Winter Semis is the sound check. Anyway, that's entirely on me, though, to be fair. And yeah, Dark Pit... it's another day with Pit, and that's a couple of Nair combos. We know this character pretty well, and that is generally how they are going to win the neutral, more than half the time.
Oh yeah, pretty much. It's funny when you really think about, the character being Baby Palu in terms of, the actual games, because that's exactly what they are in Smash for the most part. That Nair just strings into itself over and over and over again as a result, but it's not gonna work with those Guardian Orbitars on the way up. Perhaps breaking through the bottom little hole at the bottom or something where you can't actually hit Dark Pit through that might be something else, but I don't know. This Pit's aggression, second to none. Oh my god, catching the DI on the Electroshock, Stu, my word.
Which one is the genetically mutated monster here? Please tell me, because this is just, GaYo showing why they are the number 2 seed in this tournament. They have shown out in DNA's past, and really a whole bunch of the Collision affiliated tournaments. And after this somewhat of a break from these tournaments, showing why, yes, you do have to respect Wi-Fi Robin, but you certainly do not live in fear of it. Instead, you make them fear you. So says GaYo with the hands of Dark Pit swinging about.
I mean, you want to stir up fear. More like stirring up fear in the eyes of the goddess right now. I was gonna say it was a 3-1 lead, but Genetic finally putting themselves on the board right there for 2-1 instead. Still got a hell of a mountain to climb at the very least. And the aggression of GaYo definitely not stopping with the beautiful frame trap on the platform, knowing that even if that Nair missed, they'll be able to land down and get a regrab on top of everything else, Pit's got a bit of a reputation, a lot of people feel very mixed about him as a character, but GaYo is one of those people who, really just knows what this character can do and is out here to prove it to you. Buffs, no buffs, it doesn't even matter. When the aggression is out, it's out.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing, is that there's not a whole lot of room for Pit to work with in the earlier part of this game's meta. You did not see many Pits just kind of flying around out here. Although, gotta say, that might be changing in the coming weeks when we do have offline events coming back. And we saw a little bit with online, because I'll be real, I've been playing Pit. Oh my gosh, and a shot through the heart, and Genetic is to blame. Got the shield dropped in GaYo. Yeah.
Definitely giving Fire Emblem a bad name. If I do say so myself, my goodness, Genetic. Definitely knowing the skill of Genetic, but for sure right there, just getting caught right at the top. That is one of the benefits of Dark Pit over regular Pit, I will say, is that his arrows are just... You can't bend them as much, so they're not...
A little harder.
Yeah, they just a little bit... Imagine, you're playing baseball on, the playground, right? And, Pit is that kid who, wants to use a tennis ball. He's a little younger, he's very shy, a little gimmicky, doesn't, is maybe a little afraid of the ball since he's very young. And then Dark Pit is the kid who, wants to play, dodgeball with a baseball. That's him.
Yeah.
That's pretty much him. Those arrows, you can't bend them as much, so they're not always as good for edge guarding, but they not only frame trap well, they hit like a truck with a full charge, catching the neutral getup of Genetic right there to take the first game. Honestly, I'm loving this so far. I love watching good Pit play. More of a regular Pit man myself. I like how Pit plays. I used to play that character quite a bit myself, but Dark Pit, bit of a contender, a bit of a consensus, I should say, that he is the slightly better of the two. If you ask a lot of the top Pit players, GaYo included, as we go to game 2.
Yeah, and that's just kind of the thing, isn't it? Because with Pit, it's like, yeah, sure, you can win with Pit. You just have to win neutral 95% of the time. And that's kind of the thing with I think the word Sheik Syndrome, or the phrase Sheik Syndrome, kind of gets thrown around quite a bit. Certainly applicable when it comes to Pit, but when you have Dark Pit, you have just a bevy of kill options. Certainly that increase on the spiking ability on that down air, and you still get that little bit of a pickup to start combos. It's nice, but yeah, with Dark Pit, I think you're seeing that character fall into favor just a little bit more. Not just because, yeah, it's generally just sort of effective. Got a little bit of sauce with this dude.
Oh, for sure, my friend. Honestly, like when you're actually in the face and you're able to get a grab, it wasn't even just a matter of buffs in like previous patches. It's buffs from the last game over to this one. Dark Pit, especially. Oh, actually, I love that right there. I was actually expecting the forward throw completely, but I guess he just figured I don't want to risk anything of this not killing and having it stale right here. So. I was talking about patches before. That is an even better DI mix-up than it was before, with the down throw right there, DIing in to make sure to not get caught by the forward throw, I should say, then getting caught in the frame trap. By the time I was done with that sentence, Genetic's already at like 52.
I mean, hey, F-throw is going to be the option. That is the thing that's going to catch you off guard half of the time, is not knowing that it's F-throw kills, which, yeah, not everyone does. Maybe some people who have knowledge of the matchup take that for granted. That's something that will catch some people off guard if they are not careful. But now Genetic, finally with a little bit of stage control, only at 56%. But, I mean, it's a rare opportunity, and I find them swinging and missing quite a bit. Too much to really be effective, and yeah, that's why.
Ugh. 3-1 again, my friend, and then GaYo just spamming those Guardian Orbitars off the level, stalling himself in the air, knowing there's absolutely no risk of getting hit at that far off the level. Waiting out that respawn and vulnerability as the pressure onslaught just continues. I gotta say, it is not very often that you see a Pit player not let their opponent play the game right now. Might be a little bit of matchup in familiarity on the part of Genetic right here. GaYo playing with all the confidence in the world, spamming these aerials out in front from a safe distance. Unless Genetic has anything to say about it here, and yeah, on par with those forward throws, which, as we all know, does kill with Pit. It can catch some people off guard because, as we all know, back throws are the typical kill throws in this game.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This dude GaYo cannot be trifled with. That is a Dark Pit with a 3-stock straight out of Compton.
It's like, there are certain matchups, I feel, where they don't let really Pit play the game as much. You know, the character is the perfect height and featherweight to get hit by a myriad of particular combos. Again, I love that DI mix-up right there by the ledge, for like knowing that the forward throw was maybe not going to kill, catching the DI in, knowing Genetic would be prepared for it. Especially with the recent buff that Pit got a couple patches ago, about 2 patches ago, in which up air comes out a little bit faster, which makes that move not only a little bit stronger to kill, but better for the juggles as well on top of it, as well as the kill confirm. And then you can see the exact point right there at the end of that match where Genetic's soul left their body. It's like you could sort of see it. Like, you sort of just saw them give in to the goddess at the end of that match, and just the divine intervention just concealed itself, and they read whatever scripture, whatever religion is the Kid-Icarus thing. I think it's Greek mythology, I don't know. Whatever it is, they gave in. They're a firm believer now in Genetic. Definitely a believer in Pit after that set. 2-0.